What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Forza Faceoff with me, JERMgaming, and Singularity 80. It has been a while. Our last mashup was pretty dang even. I won quite a few of them, but you also won a few, and you've won more of these things overall, so I still have a bit to prove, and today I might get my chance because I am starting with a superior car. What are we comparing today?
Today is a generational affair of the same car, though. We are taking a couple of BMW M3 head-to-heads. This is actually one of my wish list cars.
Which, is it weird they don't have the E46 BMW in here? They have the E30, E36, and E92. And no E46, which a lot of people think is the quintessential M3. But
I mean, I think like the E92 is the one that has to be on the checkbox, but yeah, certainly the E46 is cherished by many folks, but I will default to your knowledge of the BMW brand is a little bit deeper than mine.
Well, the E30s are hallowed, and while the E92 is fast, I really feel like the E46 is probably the sweet spot of M3s before they started getting too heavy, too bulbous, too much technology. That was like the most pure recent M3. But anyway, that doesn't matter. It's not in the game, and I'm not bitter. I'm going to be starting with the E92, which has a rating of 750. You are starting with the E36, which has a rating of 675. We're not going to bother to race them stock because my car should win. But we're each going to modify them up to a max of 800, which doesn't give me a lot of room, but it gives you quite a bit. And after we do that, we're going to meet up and do some races. Sound good? All right. Gosh, do I want it to look like any of these? Most of these are very ugly. Okay, this car is already like extremely famous for how good it is, so I don't feel like there's a ton I need to do, although holy crap, if I was going to spend a lot, that'd be a fun engine to put in it. First, let's see what it would take to get it to all-wheel drive. Oh, that actually increases my rating a little bit. I don't think I'll do that. Biggest things I'm probably going to do are just like, that's stupid. I hate that Forza stock bumper. I'd rather they'd leave it off. Well, shoot, that lowers my rating a little bit, so why not? That's hideous. So as usual, the best things you can do are to make the car lighter, but I don't know how much lighter I can make it. Actually, pretty stinking light. We're going to just chop 325 pounds off of it. I don't want to spend all my money on that. And let's see how much I can drop it by.
So I already own this car, and I am going to have to downgrade it in order to get the rating where it needs to be. This is going to be interesting. How the hell am I going to do that? Now I just need to change one little thing to get it back to its rating. I'm leaving this car alone because I've already got this thing like where I want it. All I got to do is get the rating down one more point. Of course, that could prove to be challenging just because, you know, I don't know what I did before, but if I back the camshaft down one step, it's minus 37 horsepower. So let's do that. Okay, and then let's see what I can do to bring things back up a little bit. That's possibly helpful. Okay, 793. 798. Race engine block. That gets me basically right where I want to be.
Can I upgrade the tires at all? I can. And for my next trick, let's go with cooler wheels. I do like the stock ones actually quite a bit. But, you know, you can always make them a little bit better. Alright, let's take this thing for a drive. So what I've done is I have increased power, not at all, but I have lowered weight, and I've tried to increase the quality of the handling by lowering the suspension, better brakes, better tires, lighter wheels, stuff like that. So let's see what type of car this thing is. Now the E92 is an extremely well handling car, so I'm not really worried about it. Of course, I got to get back into the flow a little bit. I haven't really gotten used to this car yet. I've never actually driven it in Horizon, so that'll take a little getting used to. This is a good car, though. It feels good. I mean, you can tell the handling balance is pretty awesome already. So I didn't really do anything to it except just refine it. Very predictable sliding understeer. This is still probably going to be bigger and heavier than Steven's, but shouldn't be too bad.
So actually, no one saw me upgrade. People saw me downgrade. Because this car was already an S801, so I had to back it down.
All right, did you drive away from the festival?
Yeah, just a little ways. I'm just outside on the main road.
All right, I see you. All right, what you got for me?
That fin, Jeremiah, that is a thing of beauty.
Yeah, that's it's a BMW. It totally deserves to have a Civic wing put on the back of it.
So now I'm going to just go from my own observation here. Did you lower the car, Jeremiah?
I absolutely lowered the car. Aftermarket wheels, just drop that suspension down. Big old wing on the back. Come at me, BMW purists.
I see that. Man. Yeah.
So what'd you do to your car performance-wise?
So, as from previous episode, Jeremiah, I had this vehicle already and it was a little bit of a different purpose, but it was actually overrated, so people got to see me downgrade the car a little bit. Really, I just stuck to the same formula. It still has all-wheel drive, still has a lot of the same power and functionality that it had before. I had to take a little bit out on the exhaust, and I had to turn the camshaft down, but because I was able to do that, I was also able to put on a more powerful turbocharger. So we'll see how it performs. I don't think it's quite as good as the car that I had, but I don't think it's that much worse either.
Well, in the car you had, I believe you were racing against my MR2, and you trounced it. So I'll take a little bit slower. But all I've done is I've made the car a little bit lighter, a little bit stiffer, a little bit better brakes, a little bit better transmission, no power adjustments. I'm counting on stock power to be good enough, but let's say we do a little canyon carving here.
Okay.
All right, Steven, first race.
Yeah.
With my gorgeous riced out M3. This is like BMW in the height of their Pontiac era, and I just
Pontiac
really
era?
This looks like a G8.
There's nothing wrong with the G8 is a fantastic car.
I didn't say there's anything wrong with it, but I expect, to me, BMW should look better than Pontiac. I know I'm not as much of an American muscle man as you are. Not knocking older Pontiacs, but I want my BMW to not look like a $25,000 Pontiac.
I understand.
All right. Well, you have all-wheel drive.
Yes.
And no, I guess neither of us have traction control or anything turned on, but... Yep, so you definitely have launch advantage. Let's see if I can go through
I don't necessarily have traffic avoidance advantage, though.
I swerved right with you.
Wow, that minivan snuck up on me really fast.
I think you have a little bit of a power advantage because you're climbing this mountain a little faster.
I'm going to attribute that only to the all-wheel drive. I will not. Oh, there's my bad traction eating me up right there. That's where I feel like where you've got the advantage. You strengthened your cornering ability. I have to do a lot more braking to navigate corners than you do.
Although I don't believe the E92 was ever designed to be driven without stability control on. So this, I don't even know if the chassis is tuned for this. It's got very predictable sliding understeer though, which is actually pretty easy to plan around. The car will go a little wide, but it'll be understeering and it'll be very, very controlled slides. So you can just feather the throttle. I'm right on your tail here.
I've glanced back a couple times to notice you were right there.
I don't think I'll be able to take you unless it's in the corners. I think you definitely, your power advantage
or
is
short
very,
of a really unfortunate cornering mistake like that.
Yeah, but even then, you get off the line so quick. We start together and you're already like 6 car lengths ahead.
I would say my understeer effect is not quite as predictable as yours. There's a lot of momentum. Like I just burned another corner.
I'm the idiot who always is right behind you when you do that. I was like, oh man, I screwed up the corner. I'm like, I was following you.
Because there's a lot of forward momentum. I would assume that's because how the all-wheel drive is propelling the car forward. Yeah, there you are. Because that's happening, it's really hard to predict like where the optimal braking point is, because even with the braking line on, I'm not adjusting to the momentum like I should be.
Yeah.
The car is sliding a lot more than I really want it to, and I'm paying the price. Oh, look at that. Got me in the last turn.
In the downhill corners. That's where this car excels. If you had to overcook that last one, I mean, it was still close though. If you watch, every time you slide a little bit, by the time you recover and you punch the throttle, your car just squirts ahead, which I don't think is the best descriptive term, but that's what it does. It squirts ahead.
You got me though. That was,
I'm going to chalk that up. I got a little bit lucky. I think the cars are extremely close.
Yeah.
You have a little more power and launch. I have more turn and stop. All right, race number 2. Close win by me.
Yeah, I'm getting you this time, Jeremiah. That's all there is to it.
I mean, there's a lot of open sections on this one, so you should be able to. We've seen you definitely do have enough power that everything else being equal, that will get you ahead of me.
I've learned from my cornering mistakes prior. That's.
That sounds like you need another 200 horsepower there, Stan.
Yeah. Oh no, Jeremiah, I'll just leave you are the resident expert in this series on burning tires off. I'm gonna make sure that you continue to do that.
All right, here's some wide open running. Enjoy your win.
I will.
Yep, there you go.
Unless I just get a little bit too fraidy cat in corners, I am determined to even this up. Oh, except when I do that. Wow, that was really bad. I had to completely stop because I almost burned a checkpoint.
Want to restart?
Nope. I'm gonna catch you.
Oh, look who overcooked the corner there. Once again. Mm-hmm. We've hit that corner quite a few times in other races. I don't think you've hit it like correctly once.
No.
You and that corner don't get along.
No.
I'm discovering a real fun trait my car has. Oh, well, running into people, isn't it? You go into a corner, it starts going a little wide, you let off the throttle, it straightens up a little bit, you mash it, and you just peel tires all the way through. Oh, holy crap. Oh.
That minivan or whatever that was, I looked like a minivan. That minivan just made that a lot closer than it should have been.
And then I careened off a tree, swerving around it. I get very skittish when you wreck in front of me. It's downhill. It's my time to shine.
Boy, I guess that spoiler is giving you all that downforce because, man, it's just pushing you.
That's what downforce is, right? It makes you go faster down hills.
Right.
Right,
I mean,
yes.
it's because because your car's lower to the ground, though. I mean, I would imagine it would have to go down to literal numbers, but if your car's lower and because it's newer, your drag coefficient has got to be better than mine. So
I would hope so.
yeah, if it isn't, BMW's has explaining to do.
Well, you definitely have not taken out as many like patio chairs as I have on this race, but congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
Yeah, launch and uphill and straights. You win on all of those things. So I think my car is only really superior on like constant downhill turning.
Yeah, well, your BMW looks like a Japanese Pontiac, so.
Yeah. All right, Ed. Oh, look, there you go.
Oh goodness. Hey,
I'm gonna switch to third person on this one, I think.
Oh, I've done this course before. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you
so
right
that
now.
all-wheel drive does not appear to be hurting you.
It's not really helping me either. I'm gonna tell you right now. As you blow right past me.
And then slow down. Ooh, yeah. Oh! That actually did not hurt my car as much as you think it would.
Did I see that correctly, Jeremiah? Did you hit a tree?
Oh yeah, I drove straight to the pine tree. Straight in. Now I just jumped into a winery.
Oh well. Debbie would be proud of you. You'll be happy to know, Jeremiah, that even off-road and knowing that I'm at a disadvantage, I'm deathly on the edge of cooking most of these turns.
This car is actually pretty easy to manage off-road. It doesn't feel like, obviously it's not tarmac, but it doesn't feel that bad. Like it doesn't feel out of control. I think it's because I didn't really upgrade power, so it's not really overwhelming the chassis at all.
Oh, geez. Jeremiah, what did you do?
This is not GTA. You can't balance in the air. That's right.
Yeah, that's very true. And man, I can tell you right now from first person, man, is this scary.
I always go into third person on off-road races just so I can kind of see what's going on.
Oh, I did it just for the sheer fright factor because the jump across the riverbed, you can't see that drop off. So when you come up over the hill, it's just right there in your face, and you got to deal with it.
Well, look who cut cross country there. Not that it's going to matter.
Oh, it's going to matter because I spun around. Oh.
I thought you were moving. I was like, he'll be gone. Take your win. If you hadn't spun, you would have won anyway.
6/10 of a second with the, with my
we were
because
so
of
neck and neck.
because of my Rocket League pit maneuver there, where you bumped me across the line.
Schumacher and Senna are going through the markers up here. You know what I'm saying? Well, my car looks like it has about $25,000 of body damage to it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Steven, enjoy your win. Of
Okay.
course, we still have to do our drag race. Not that there's a lot of confusion about how that's going to go.
Thankfully, we're right here at the airport, though. I do have a wheel spin.
Me too. 22 grand.
Ugh. Boy, I'm still getting the short end of the wheel spins. I don't have the perk yet, though, that unlocks better wheel spins.
All right, we're going to find out if your power advantage holds. I think it's going to.
Jeremiah, would you like me to wait a second? and then go.
Shut up.
I'm just offering it.
Shut up.
I'm just offering it.
I don't want to hear it.
Okay.
I don't want to hear it.
All right, fine.
I've got like a 4-second 0 to 60. You ain't gonna be shaming me today. I mean, you're gonna win, but you ain't gonna be shaming me. Should have made the car lower, I think. Need more body.
Could you have gone lower?
No.
Oh.
Well, you're gonna win this one. Yeah, you finished already. Oh my. That car is significantly more powerful.
Yeah. This
I'll
might
get
be
you on
my
the next one though. Get you.
It might be this one might be my favorite one in the garage. I forgot about that we did this one. I had this one in the previous episode. Well, Jeremiah, if anything else though, the M3, really fun car to drive.
Very fun. You know, I think you have bastardized yours quite a bit with all the power and the all-wheel drive. I don't know if the spirit of the M3 is quite as alive.
Maybe
but
not.
You can see it's still an incredibly capable car. For any deficiencies you have in cornering and turning and anything else, it's not that obvious racing against you. So,
hey, and we'll give you design points. You have given the Japanese sports car fans hope by showing that you can carry their spirit on in an M3.
oh, for sure.
Turn around.
To me, this seems more like the spirit of a early 2000s Pontiac Sunfire.
Oh,
A whole bunch of pepperless
man.
parts on it. Yeah.
Wow.
But
Wow.
thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.